First Church in Sterling is what's called a federated church, the result of the American Baptists, the Congregationalists, and the Unitarians coming together into one small-town church during World War II. As a result, this 300-plus member Christian church we serve together is the most theologically diverse church I have ever encountered in my 40 years of being a Unitarian Universalist. We have atheists, agnostics, a large percentage of recovering Catholics, your average progressive Christians, and we have folks who believe that there is no way to be saved except through the blood of Jesus Christ. We have Unitarians, Trinitarians, not sure and don't careitarians. We have Christian progressives who believe in a metaphorical resurrection and biblical literalists who aren't sure if they believe in evolution. And mostly we have everyone in between. This kind of theological diversity is not for everyone. Navigating our religious differences is often both difficult and transformative. We are committed to, above all else, gathering in the Spirit of Jesus and helping to remake earth as it is in heaven. So the religion we practice is one of radical, extravagant welcome. We care for each other with a warmth I have rarely experienced without parsing who's worthy of it. At our best, we learn from each other's faith by remaining open to try new things, by singing each other's hymns, by remaining flexible, and by using humor, especially when we screw it up. And yet, the hardest and most hopeful thing about our church in Sterling is not the theological diversity, it's the political and ideological diversity. My seminary professor, Dr. Wesley Wildman, once said to us that if your concept of love serves only to reinforce your own political ideologies in your church, then you might as well go bowling. That's true, and it's also easier said than accomplished. Sterling is a deep red rural farm town where Trump won the election. While liberals are overwhelmingly attracted to the church on the town green with the rainbow flag, so are the conservatives. It's the only mainline Protestant church in town, after all. I sometimes guess that we have about a 50-50 conservative and liberal mix in our congregation politically. This is an unlikely scenario for a Unitarian Universalist church. I'm sure you know that. It's a gift, I imagine, that you, my colleagues in the United Church of Christ, don't necessarily share either. At least in the UUA, we are far more likely to say that the reason we join a church is to surround ourselves with like-minded people than we are apt to say we join a church to worship a God who unites us across difference. And it's the only thing that's giving me hope right now in these hot mess times, our church's unity amid great diversity. Because we believe that God is love, First Church in Sterling became an open and affirming congregation this January by unanimous vote following a long process of education and with record attendance at our annual meeting. Because we believe that our job is to create heaven here on earth, we host a monthly forum called Eat, Pray, Learn, in which we provide free dinner and childcare, worship, and adult education. There we have hosted conversations on race, community policing, veterans issues, a forum on being LGBTQ and Christian, a Meet Your Muslim Neighbor forum, a talk on the opioid crisis, and more. These are all gatherings for the community at large, and they often attract over 100 people congregating in our parish hall for each event of every political persuasion. And because we aren't afraid to faithfully talk about stuff that really matters in this time and in this place, people are flocking to us. We have added close to 100 new members in 3 years, most notably young adults and families with young children. We are learning to listen to one another, searching not for agreement but understanding. We are learning to see Christ's face and hear Christ's voice in each other's. It is heart surgery, and while it is occasionally painful, no one leaves unchanged.